Hey friends, this is Poetic playing Pacific Drive. I wanted to give the number one helpful tip that I've been given myself for this game, and that's to go into settings, tapping R1 for gameplay. Now I was playing it originally on just the normal difficulty, but the game allows you to minimize damage. So like radiation damage, you can bump it down to a very, very low amount. I kept this high for a trophy, but you could see here, you can bump that down to that. If you go below that, it will disable trophies, but this basically makes all the protective gear and the game pointless. You don't have to build any of it. You can just minimize the damage. Now the one you don't want to mess with, you can see there, yeah, enabling this gameplay option will disable earning trophies, so I'm going to say cancel. And it'll bump it back to 1, and then you just take it back down there. This is very helpful. Equipped car parts can't be destroyed. Extremely helpful. Free repair after successful run. These are available to you immediately once you start the game, and I wish I had known that because I spent so much time repairing the car. Always protect the player in the car. You can turn that to always on. Ambient damage, I just left that on, but you can turn that off if you want, if you're tired of getting damaged by radiation. Player damage, car damage, and player death, don't mess with those. Those will disable trophies. Semi-invulnerable while in menus, yes. This way, when you're looking at your inventory, you can't get shocked or burned by acid or exploded. I didn't mess too much with the car simulation. I did change easy ignition to on, so I wouldn't have to hold the R1 as much. Equipped part swapping, I did turn that on. Actually, I did do a number of changes. I take that back. Endless headlights, yes, because you can run out of battery, and that's pain. Wet weather traction, I turned it off. I bumped these down to 0. Especially the flat tires. It just got ridiculous. Doubled the car engine power, and I don't know, increased the handling. Battery consumption rate, put it to 0. You'll have infinite battery. Fuel consumption rate at 0 is infinite fuel. You will never have to refuel, and this makes the game a lot easier. Infinite fuel, prevent the car from running out of fuel. Same thing. If you don't want to do that, you can do amount of fuel spawned and increase this, make it twice as much, 3 times as much. I think it's up to 10 times as much. Yep, 10 times as much. Persistent fuel can is nice. Resource replenishment, that just automatically tops off your battery, fuel, and your health once you get back to the auto shop. Saves a few seconds. This was important in the beginning of the game. Abandon save and quit penalty. I took that to keep all items. Some people are like, what's the point of a roguelite if you're keeping all your items? I put 65 hours in without this stuff on. And I just got tired of the game. Just really got kind of tired of getting beat up every time I went into the deep zone. So, abandoned trip penalty, failed run penalty. Again, keep all your items. This is kind of funny. You can disable the gateway storms. I got tired of instability storms, so I disabled them for the last 10 hours I played. You can change these as well. The gateway storm speed, if you set it at 0, it will never affect you. And the summon gateway radius, you can bump this down to 0.1, so you can be really close and then activate it and run in. It's kind of funny. For crafting, this will help you get trophies a lot faster. I didn't know about it till at the very end of the game. But car part resource cost, tool resource cost, car maintenance item resource cost, fabrication energy cost, you can bump those down to 0.05%, and you will not have to collect nearly as much anchor energy or use as many items to craft things. Infinite cosmetic durability. If you have a skin or a paint that you really like, you can turn that on and you'll never run out of it. Definitely for anomalies, can't grab the car or player. Anomalies can't bounce. I have this turned on, but they would still grab me. The bubblegum buddies would still grab me and grab the car, so I don't think that one doesn't work exactly. Anomalies can't bounce was really helpful for Ballards and Titan's Bone, because those would just trash the car. Pause game while in menus, yes. Faster nights, yes. Instability amount, yeah, you can turn that down if you're tired of constantly dealing with unstable junctions. Okay. Yeah, I turned off quirks. I got tired of that. After 60 hours of that, I was like, no, I'm done with that. Iron Wagon mode. Failing a run will delete your save file. No, no thanks. So with the consumptions turned way down, let me give you an idea here. So for this, it bumps it down to basically a single item. So like when I was playing on normal, this anti-corrosive door required 6 carbon fiberglass, 5 or 6 carbon fiberglass, which was pretty expensive. I just didn't have that many tree candies at the time. So I did it. You know, it took me quite a while to build those anti-corrosive doors, but with this, you just need 1 carbon fiberglass, and it only takes 2 tree candy. Well, it always takes 2 tree candy to build a carbon fiberglass, but instead of requiring 12, it only requires 1 carbon fiber. Or 2, I'm sorry. Instead of requiring 12 tree candies, it only requires 2 for a single carbon fiber piece. So these component pieces, they don't change in their price. These stay the same, but it requires far fewer of them. Like you can see here, steel, that was 1 gear. Yeah, just a single gear. Resource radar only takes a single circuit board. When you reduce the anchor energy, let's actually look at this, because these are kind of, I believe this one is like, originally I think that's 3 corrupted energy, but if you bump it down, it's not even 0.08, it's only 0.075. I'm not sure what that measurement is. You can see how inexpensive these things become. So instead of having to collect, I want to say it's like 32 corrupted energy, you have to collect far less than that. So yeah, hit your settings, bump those things down. Turning off player damage, car damage, and player death will disable trophies, but anything else you can tweak and make the game exactly how you want it to be. So it doesn't take you 70 trips or 70 hours like it did me to when I was playing it on normal. I just had a lot of difficulties in the mid and deep zones. Hope that helps.